We've looked at equipment that improves your tactical sprint, perks that improve your movement speed, and how slide canceling makes you even faster. In this fourth and final video of my movement mini-series, we're going to be taking a look at which weapons have the fastest move speeds. Then we're going to be combining everything we've learned throughout the course of the series to see what the fastest possible ways to move are in Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, Warzone, and I've done some testing in zombies, so we'll see how fast you can move in that mode as well. Before we get started, I'd greatly appreciate it if you drop a like on this video. I spent a lot of hours testing and reviewing footage frame by frame for this series, so again, a like would be greatly appreciated. Now, the goal of this series is to get the fastest movement as possible. I'll be sharing the fastest primary, the fastest secondary, and the fastest melee weapon, so you have a few options to choose from and have a little flexibility in your classes. The slowest out of these three options is the primary weapon, and the fastest primary weapon is the WSP Swarm SMG. There are some attachment options to make it slightly faster. You'd want to put on the 20-round mag, no stock, and the XRK hand stop. In game, this lists the movement stats as 6.3 meters per second for sprint and 7.7 meters per second for tac sprint, which would be significantly faster than every weapon in this game, but those stats actually aren't accurate. The actual move speed for this combo from my testing is 7.36 meters per second. Now that's a combo of sprint and tactical sprint, but that number is nowhere near 7.7. But that specific combo is going to be your fastest moving primary weapon. The fastest moving secondary weapon is the WSP Stinger with no attachments. There are no mobility improving attachments at the time of my testing for this video, but the WSP Stinger doesn't need anything to be fast. The stats list its move speed at 7.42 meters per second, which checks out from my race test. As for melee, your fastest moving option is the Karambit, coming in at 7.48 meters per second. The Gutter Knife isn't far behind at 7.45 meters per second. It has a slight move speed difference, but that difference will grow when you bring perks and equipment and all of that into the picture. Speaking of which, it's time to do just that. We finally get to answer what the fastest possible move combos are. Multiplayer is going to allow the fastest possible move speed between the three game modes, and to achieve that you want to use the Karambit melee weapon, the infantry vest, lightweight boots, battle rage, and you'll want to slide cancel. This gives you a move speed of approximately 8.62 meters per second, and you'll finish my 11 resort race in 16.25 seconds. I was really hoping we would be able to beat 16 seconds, but this move speed is still really fast. This is 3 seconds faster than what a normal tac sprint will finish the race in. If you want to outpace your opponents in Search and Destroy or whatever game mode you're playing, this is the class setup that you will want to use. In Warzone, our fastest move combo consists of the Karambit melee weapon. Quick note here though, Warzone players, make sure you stick around for the zombies race that's up next, because you can drop weapons and run with your fists in both modes, and that may be something you want to consider. But if you want to move as fast as possible, you'll want to use the Karambit, the double time perk, either the Stim or Battle Rage Tactical. It's your choice. I use Battle Rage for my test. And then lastly, you'll want to slide cancel. This gives you an overall move speed of approximately 8.59 meters per second, and you'll finish the race in 16.3 seconds. Now, this is not quite as fast as multiplayer because multiplayer has access to the lightweight perk, but it still is very quick. In zombies, there's actually a couple things we have to go over before we get to the fastest move combo. It functions similar to Warzone, but there's a couple things that work differently. First is that you can drop weapons in Warzone and zombies so you can run faster with just your fists. Fists move at about the same speed as the WSP Stinger does. In zombies, a lot of players believe that fists are the fastest possible way to move, but the Karambit and the Gutter Knife are faster. What I'm about to say applies to both modes, but more so for Warzone. If you plan on running with your fists, you may as well have a class with a WSP Stinger on it so you can at least defend yourself. There's not really a point to be fists only if you can help it. Sometimes you're dropping fresh from the gulag, you're working with floor loot, you don't have your loadout yet, you're running from the gas, or you're running from the ether cloud in zombies. In those cases, you want to use your fist if you can't help it. Shifting gears back to zombies, the karambit and the gutter knife are both weapons you'll want to farm for your contraband stash, so you'll always have one ready to go because, again, they move faster than the fist, and melee is a very powerful one-hit weapon that's great to have in zombies. Now, Zombies does not have access to the Battle Rage equipment, but it does have access to the Stim, and Stim functions like multiplayer. There's no speed boost, it will just refresh your stamina bar in Zombies. Zombies also doesn't have any access to movement perks or field upgrades. I've tested several things out that I thought would maybe give you a little speed boost. The only movement increasing perk in Zombies is Stamina Up, and all this does is increase your overall move speed by approximately 7.5 to 10%. It's essentially a faster version of lightweight. It doesn't affect your attack sprint or stamina refreshing or anything like that, just a straight movement increase. So with that out of the way, the fastest move speed combo in Zombies is going to be the Karambit, the Stamina perk, a Stim, and slide canceling, and this gives you a move speed of 8.12 meters per second, and you'll finish the race in 17.25 seconds. This is fast, but not quite as fast as the PvP modes, which is surprising. I thought Zombies would have some faster movement in it since it's a bit more arcadey, but that's just not the case, at least at the time of recording this video. Now keep in mind, there are vehicles that'll let you technically move faster in all modes. You can parachute in Warzone. Zombies has the Scorcher Wonder weapon that lets you redeploy from wherever. Those are all going to be much faster than sprinting, but that's like cheating in terms of this series. This originated as the fastest way to move in multiplayer with intentions of keeping movement on foot. So there you have it. Over the course of 4 videos, you now know the fastest ways possible to move in Modern Warfare 3. At least for right now. If there are any significant updates to movement in the future, you can be assured that I'll be jumping on it, testing it out, and sharing my findings with you all. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll be happy to answer them. If you missed any of the previous movement videos, they'll be popping up on the screen right now. Please don't forget to drop a like on this video. Consider subscribing to the channel if you aren't already, especially if you watch this video all the way through. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.